Hello and welcome back to Up the Villa podcast for the final debrief of the season. And I'm going to be honest, this is how this show works. This is how every show works that we do. I have a couple of thoughts in my head of what I'm going to say, and then everything else is just literally off the cuff. I ain't got a clue what I'm going to say. I still honestly cannot believe that we are in Europe. I just can't believe it. I just honestly cannot believe it. You know, I'm just in shock. I woke up the next day and I still feel like it's some mad dream. Like I feel like I've had a mad dream that like Steven Gerrard just can't manage his way out of a paper bag. We then get Unai Emery to come in, and he just literally tears the Premier League up and fires us into Europe. Now, it just feels like some mad-ass dream. I can't believe it. So, yeah, absolutely mental. So proud, so happy, so excited for the future of this football club. I am literally so excited. You know, the season's ended and literally we can look forward to next season and just be excited. We can literally look forward to next season now all summer. And yeah, we hate that there's sort of like a 6-week break and we don't see the players again on a football pitch till probably around 6-7 weeks now. But in that time, we can just be excited knowing that we're going to have a Europa Conference playoff game, which we're going to win. We are going to have a European campaign at Villa Park. We have got cup competitions that we are going to try and win. We are going to be better in the league next season under Unai Emery. We're going to have players coming in the summer that are going to transform this football club. Big ones. I think we'll have our record signing broken. I think we'll have players coming in that may have been brilliant elsewhere, maybe had a little bit of a cheeky spell where then they had a bit of a blip. But you got to think Unai Emery will get the best version out of them, better than the version that they were before, i.e. potential players from Real Madrid, etc. We've got that to look forward to. Like, we've just so much to look forward to now. Like, the optimism, the anticipation, the belief is there for the fan base. It's there. Like, this guy rocks up at Villa when we were in a complete and utter mess. Danks had done well to salvage it. You know, we had a game against Brentford. We got absolutely mullered against Newcastle, where players looked like they'd never played a game together. There was no partnerships. There was nothing. And then this guy comes in, beats Man United at home in his first game. A team that we haven't beat at Villa Park for over 20-odd years. And we just go like that, in that direction. Yes, we was like that 11th place. But you know what? That 11th place part was crucial because we had to claw back about 10 points. We had to claw back points to Spurs, who were about 10 points in front of us. So while we were like 11th, we were clawing back a gap already. Absolutely mental. And the run, Watkins, absolutely sensational. And yesterday, those scenes yesterday on that ramp that me, Ryan, and Aaron were on, you know, seeing that coach come in, seeing the pyro, seeing the flare, seeing everybody like sort of your inner Villa come out. And that's what I was seeing yesterday at Villa Park. Everybody's inner Villa was just pouring out. Whatever you had inside you of Villa, it was coming out. And it was coming out with songs, with passion, with emotions. Like, like, and this is the beauty of Villa, like, you know, where you sit. Like, I've got a season ticket in K6, and the guys in front, to the left, to the back, like, shout out to them because you share your season with those guys. Shout out, big shout out to the steward. I can't ever remember your name, but shout out to the steward in K6. You know who you are. Like, every game you talk to them, every game you'll have a chat, every goal conceded, you have that emotion with them, don't you? You even have to just look at them and you know the vibe, and you build that rapport with the ones in and around you. And yesterday, I gotta say, to experience that with those people is something that I won't ever forget, because the lads in front, the lads to the left, like, at times, like, we were just like looking at each other like, no, no. And it was just elation and celebration, and absolutely fantastic. And to me, that's what football's all about. That's what this channel is all about. Pure fan emotion. And that's the best thing for me. The biggest thing about Aston Villa, and a lot of you will know, for me, is the fans and the fan base. That is the biggest thing. Football is nothing without the fans. So to experience it with them, Ryan before the game, Justin and Ryan after the game, fan cams, magical, absolutely magical, and their memories. And you know, some clubs won't even know we've got Europa Conference, but to us, it means so much, and it's just the start. It's just the start. But like I've been saying, it's important that this club are a European club. Like, we want the North Stand potentially at the end of next season once council sort Witten out. Imagine we're already in Europe going into that stadium. Like, this is part of the process. The club want European football in 2028 to host the Euros, to host a couple of games. Like, if we can already show that we are a European club ourselves, like, it's absolutely massive. So, Villa fans, if you are not subscribed to this channel, hit subscribe. It's free. It's completely free. We create content galore for free. And yeah, just subscribe. It helps me out. It helps us out with, like, the views and the interaction, and just get on board. Like, you saw, go back and watch the match reaction on the fan cam. Like, you're scrolling for days, the amount of people that have commented. Like, it's so hard work now to reply to all the comments because there's that many. But I do reply to every single comment. So if I do miss a couple, then I'm sorry. But I do respond to every single comment. So get on this journey with us, because we are going places, and experience it with us. That's what a fan channel is all about. It's all about you guys experiencing the whole thing together. And I couldn't be proud of what we've built on this channel. So if you're not subscribed, subscribe, and we'll have a like target on this video. Then we'll go 900 likes on this video. Let's go. Right, debrief. Let's talk about the game. So I've showed my emotion about the game already, but so I got in my seat, and I was pretty calm. A lot of you will know that I'm a big admirer of Brighton and the way they play. And what I tried to do in the week was educate everybody about what was about to happen at Villa Park, because they are a brilliant footballing team, with the ball, without the ball, but tactically, their players are everywhere, absolutely everywhere. And I wanted to make everybody aware of how they play, and I felt like we did help with that. But we started the game really well. We had a good spell, didn't we? Ramsey was remarkable in that first half. He was absolutely tremendous. Bailey was brilliant. That through ball he put in as well, absolutely class, like a class through ball into Ramsey. But we held our own, didn't we? For about first 25 minutes, it was one way for me. It was all Villa in that game. And then about 25 minutes, Brighton started to get on the ball and have a spell. And I started to get a little bit worried because them balls over the top, them through balls were ripping us apart, weren't they? But I was just so happy that we was able to get to half-time in front, because I felt it was so important for Emery to reassess and reevaluate what they were doing and stop what they were doing. It was a brilliant goal from Dougie Luiz. Great finish. I love it when players open their body and they slot it in that far corner. Brilliant, brilliant goal. And then the run for Ramsey, to get that little flick to Watkins was brilliant. And our high line did worry me a little bit in that game, especially first half, because I thought, we were getting so much joy. And Ciso is a fantastic player. He was classy, he was. But we did enough. Mental resilience, belief, desire. And in that second half, you saw a classic Emery job, because we were like fighting, like tackles galore, getting stuck in, defensive shape, unity, everybody working together, everybody talking. It was absolutely amazing. And we did have to ride spells. Ref, I think, was absolutely terrible. I felt like it was Operation Keep Spurs in Europe, because for whatever reason, I can't understand. There was one moment where John McGinn got stuck in, won the ball, and he gave a free kick to them. And I just thought in my head, he's gonna do something stupid. This ref is. He's either gonna send someone off or he's gonna give him a penalty, because I just felt like he was having an absolute mare. He'd let stuff go for Brighton and then he'd pull up. And I hate going into the refs, but he was terrible, absolutely terrible. But then towards the end of the game, his momentum started to shift a little bit and he started to give us those free kicks in and around the edge of the box. So I was kind of a bit like I didn't understand the ref's performance, to be fair, because it just wasn't consistent. So, yeah, the ref was just ridiculous. And the thing is, like, what I'd say about refs is they have an important role, the refs do, because they can halt the way in which that game can go. He can halt the way in which it flows. Like, it really was like a momentum shifter in their favour, I felt, second half. So, yeah, he had a mare, but second half, I think we showed our heart, our desire, our strength to get that resilience and to get the victory. And we've beat Brighton twice. We've done the double over Brighton. We've done the double over one of the best footballing sides in the Premier League. They are fantastic. So shout out to Villa. Right, let's have a look then. Let's go into it. Let's have a look at the stats from the game then. So let's have a little look at what happened then. Villa's XG 2.95, Brighton's 1.49. We'd had 41% possession, 59 to Brighton, 12 shots, 5 on target. They had 8 and 4 on target. Big chances missed, they had 3. We had 4. Hit the woodwork twice. Dougie at the bar, didn't he, off the corner? That was the one. And Bailey had a shot as well. Passes, 281 for Villa, 418 for Brighton, 75% for Villa, 83% for Brighton. Dribble success, Villa 79%, which is big because we know Ramsey gets on the ball quite a lot. Lost possession, pretty much the same amount of times. Total duels, Villa 57%, aerial 12 for Villa, tackles 14, interceptions 13 for Villa. They had 3 interceptions, so that's a tie of the game as well, and they had more clearances. Right, shot map, Villa are light blue, Brighton are dark, so Villa got off more shots. Brighton's danger creation came through the middle. Villa's danger creation came through the middle as well. Now, this is where it gets interesting, Villa fans. This is where it gets interesting. And this is where it starts to show Operation Do the Job on Brighton. Have a look at this. So pretty much as what we expected. 2 at the back, a 4 and then a 2 and a 2. Just like what we mentioned about all week on how they would play. This is their passing network v Manchester City. So you can see triangles galore, possession galore, ball into the middle, ball into that front 4 or front 3, whatever you want to call it. But you can see how against Manchester City, they absolutely smothered Manchester City's shape. So they're basically, it's like a circle. So their shape is like the circle and pinning them in the middle, complete trying to swamp them and domination. Now, this was a real good performance from Brighton against Manchester City. So what you would want them to do is same again. So same again against Villa. And this is what pretty much all of their passing networks look like. Triangles, possession, looks like a spider's web, basically. This is against Villa. So have a look at what happened in this game. We pressed them very, very well. So we stopped them getting the ball into the middle. Our shape was brilliant. And look at that network. Nothing on the right-hand side. Hardly anything up top. Not really much width. Didn't swamp Villa. It broke down. The Brighton shape broke down in central midfield. And that was a testament to our defensive shape and the way in which we played against Brighton. Go back to Man City. That's what they did against Man City. Haaland played. De Bruyne played. That's what they did against Aston Villa. And if I can't give the biggest compliment to an Unai Emery system, that is it. Because we completely shut them down. And that's amazing. You know, I spoke about all week how difficult this game would be. I spoke about how good they were. I spoke about how good their players are, how they play, their style of play, their 2-4-2-2, you know, how good they are building out from the back. We played brilliant against these. We really, really did. So Aston Villa's average positions, you can see quite an asymmetric shape there. You can see a little bit of width. You can see us pushing into their half as well, which not a lot of teams do. So we was fantastic. And then this is our passing network, and it looks scratchy, but to me, it highlights how we played. Play it from the back a little bit, get the ball into Ruiz, straight into Ramsey, straight into Watkins. Counter-attacking football, beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. You know, it just highlights how we had to play against them, and it was brilliant. And it just highlights how good of a game Ramsey had. So, absolutely fantastic stuff. Absolutely fantastic. I'd never imagine, you know, coming on here talking about Europe this season. You know, I've done, and the whole channel have done like so many episodes this season. It's been unbelievable. But to do this now, knowing that we're in Europe, it's mental, absolutely mental, and it's just huge because, you know, even on like a personal level for me, this is like absolutely massive because, you know, most of you know now that this is my job. Like, this is Up the Villa podcast is my job. Like, and to see that trajectory of what the pod has done, you know, like, I quit my job in November. So Unai Emery had just come in, and the upward trajectory since I quit my job, it's just been, I couldn't believe it. Like, I took a risk quitting my job, and a big life risk, and it's worked. I can't believe how much it's worked out, if I'm being honest. And this is a testament to you guys that enjoy our content. And for us on this, we work hard. Like the hours that we put in, the hours behind the scenes that we put in, the drive that we put in. You'd cut me open and I'd be claret and blue. Like that's how I am. I'm just passionate, love the club, and this is just the start for this podcast. Like we're just scratching the surface of where we're going, and I just want to thank everybody for supporting us, the comments, at the games, the love that we get, the friendship of people that I've never even met once, and then now I see them all the time, and we can have beers, and so to see this club now getting into Europe is just huge, because it means that more content. I mean, I haven't even thought about this. Europa Conference match previews, predicted lineups, opposition previews, match reactions, fan cams, more content for you guys. So get on board, subscribe to this channel, and just get on this journey with us. So I want to personally do a massive shout out to all of you guys that have watched, that have supported this season, that are members. If you want to be a channel member, it's $1.99 a month. It helps to support the channel, helps to support the growth of the channel. We are going to be doing some members content next season as well. So you will be getting bonus content. So, for the members that are members, I will be doing the bonus content as well for you guys. So make sure you are members and you'll get some members content. But it's absolutely amazing. And yeah, just thanks for supporting the channel. Thanks for supporting everything that we do. Thanks for supporting the website. And we are going to have our season review. That will be tomorrow. So that will be tomorrow as well for the season review. So cheers for all the support. We're in Europe. We're all going on a European tour. In a bit. Up the Villa.